Hello families, teachers, staff and students. Mums and dads, families, first a message for you. Homeschooling, even with the expert support of our teaching staff, is tough. You're doing a magnificent job balancing parenting and educating. Please don't forget that. Being mum or dad and teacher is a beautiful but challenging relationship, which we're all trying to do. Don't despair if you're finding it hard. You are learning a lot about yourselves, about your children, and about the world which we are handing down to future generations. Keep going, you're doing great. Teachers, speaking with the senior leadership team this week, we were reflecting on how tired you are, on how you've thrown yourselves into the distance learning programme with all the energy and vigour that you have. We always knew you were brilliant people and brilliant teachers, but we couldn't believe quite how easily you've adapted to become distance educators. Then it struck us why. You're like a stable of thoroughbred racehorses who've been training for the big race for the past couple of years. Technologically, you were ready. You have your Chromebooks and you spent hours and hours training to become digital educators. Do you remember in one of the first team meetings that we had a couple of years ago when I asked us all to create a paperless school and you thought I was mad? Pedagogically, you were ready. You've been honing your student-centred teaching methods and your active learning strategies. Suddenly, when the government closed the schools, the starter's gun went off and your finely tuned, thoroughbred muscles went galloping from the start line with enormous power and magnificence. Students, I was once told to always shoot for the moon because even if I didn't make it, I would land amongst the stars. Well, you have become the stars of this whole experience. Secondary students, this week following on from the diagnostic mid-term, you've been asked to create audio and visual self-reflections, connecting your learning with the IB Learner profile. I've been mesmerised by not only the depth of thought I've seen and heard, but also your depth of digital knowledge and your depth of ability to be able to connect your own experience to that of the wider world. This is learning. This is a St George's College North education. You are brilliant. Junior school students, you continue to amaze me too with your commitment and your work that you're uploading every day to Seesaw. This week you are also using your digital, creative and deep thinking skills by exploring how, by staying at home, we are building a sense of solidarity with the wider community and the world in which we live. You are brilliant too. Keep going. Finally, this week, the Latin American Heads Conference was due to be taking place, attended by leaders and educators from across the continent. Our very own wellbeing leader, Alex Cherry, was due to be presenting to the assembled delegates our avant-garde wellbeing programme nestled within our Future of Learning project. Although the conference was postponed, I want to congratulate Alex. We are very, very proud of the work your programme is doing and the team you lead in how they deliver it. And I want you to know that when the conference is rescheduled, the rest of Latin America, I am sure, will also enjoy listening to the work we're offering. Our school received this week one more very high accolade. I was invited by the International Baccalaureate Organisation to speak at the next IB World Conference, due to be taking place in Toronto in July. They've asked me to present the full Future of Learning project to a global audience of educational leaders and practitioners. It is an incredible honour for us to offer our collaborative project which we've built at our school, and for that to be transcended from our local level to a global one, onto the world stage. I'll report back for that if that goes ahead in July. Everybody, have a safe weekend. Stay home, stay safe. See you all next week for another 3-day week. And remember, thoroughbred horses that you all are, the winner is never he or she who sprints the whole way. Find your rhythm, find your pace, find a pace you're comfortable with, and use those well-tuned learning muscles, and the spoils will be all yours. Thank you. Your Headmaster.